All right, let's play a little thought experiment here. Imagine you're at some networking event, lots of ambitious people around, maybe some VCs milling about. You've got this killer new business idea already, but instead of, the usual PowerPoint, the dry bullet points, you grab a mic, jump on stage, and belt out your whole startup plan to the tune of, I don't know, Lizzo or something. Doesn't that just sound, well, way more memorable? Today, we're doing a deep dive into this really fascinating concept: business karaoke nights turning singing into startup pitches.
And that's exactly what we're going to unpack. We've been looking at some really interesting material on this, especially one called Startup Karaoke Pitches, the business of sung ideas.
Yeah.
And honestly, it shows it's way more than just a funny gimmick. We're going to explore how this, well, pretty wild idea isn't just fun. It could actually disrupt how pitches are done, make real money, and maybe even change how ideas get launched. It's this mix of creativity, business smarts, and yeah, just pure entertainment. You're going to like this.
Okay, let's really get into it. Let's paint a picture right from the source material. Imagine this: dimly lit bar, you know the kind. Floors maybe a bit sticky, smells faintly of like old beer and ambition. But tonight, instead of someone butchering, I don't know, "Don't Stop Believin'," you hear this voice, surprisingly passionate, singing a Beyonce remix. But the lyrics, they're all about their new eco-friendly laundry detergent. You can almost hear it, right? "All the grass stains, dear. You should have put a spray on it, but my stuff will make it gone in just like 20 minutes," something like that.
Yeah, it's quite an image, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what the source says is so fascinating is why this works so well. Think about typical networking events. Let's be honest. They can feel kind of stiff, right? Almost forced. There's this invisible wall up, makes it hard to connect or for an idea to really pop. And investors, oh man, they are just swimming in pitch decks day in, day out, same format, loads of data. It all just starts to blur together after a while.
So the standard way works okay, but it doesn't often leave a real impression.
Exactly, it doesn't stick. But the karaoke pitch, that just slices right through all that sameness. The audience, and this is key, potential investors, they don't just remember the business idea. They remember the sheer guts it took, the person singing, the energy, maybe how funny it was. It makes the whole thing incredibly sticky, creates this lasting memory that, frankly, no PowerPoint slide can compete with. It's actually a smart edge in a crowded space.
Okay, I definitely see the memorability factor being huge, but does it filter people out? Like, what if you're a brilliant strategist but just can't carry a tune? Do the sources talk about that balance? Because I'm picturing some amazing founders who might just freeze at the thought of singing.
That's a really good point. And yeah, the research does get into that. The emphasis isn't really on like having a Grammy-winning voice. It's much more about personality, about passion. Actually, sometimes being a little off-key but super enthusiastic can be even more charming, more memorable. It shows you're authentic, willing to be a bit vulnerable maybe. Investors kind of like that. They want founders they can connect with. So it's less about filtering for singers and more maybe filtering for creative guts.
That makes sense. Yeah, creative courage. I like that. And thinking about why this works, beyond just the fun, it plugs right into something bigger, doesn't it? Modern culture. This whole idea feels like, well, perfect for the social media age. People aren't just looking for info anymore. They want moments, stuff that's bold, maybe a bit weird, funny, and totally shareable.
Oh, absolutely. A founder singing their heart out about their app. That's not just a pitch. That's like ready-made viral marketing gold. It generates this organic buzz you just can't buy. Imagine it. Someone films a bit, throws it on TikTok, maybe Instagram Reels, maybe a local news blog picks it up as a quirky story. Boom! If you're that startup, you've just got a ton of real, engaging, and importantly, free publicity. It's a marketing shortcut almost, getting attention without dropping cash on ads. It's pretty clever.
Right, it's turning the pitch itself into the entertainment, into the marketing. That's smart. But, okay, for this to be more than just fun and games and maybe going viral, the big question: how does something this unconventional actually make money? What did the sources say about the business side of things? The actual monetization?
Right, the business beat. Well, the source material actually lays out a pretty solid multi-stream model. It's not just wishful thinking. So at its heart, it works as a recurring event series. That gives you consistency. First up, you charge the pitchers. The entrepreneurs singing, they pay an entry fee. That brings in cash, yeah, but it also kind of ensures they're serious about it. Helps keep the quality up.
Okay, so like a contest entry fee, but way more fun.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Then you sell tickets to the audience. People pay to come watch this unique show, right? It's novel entertainment. Plus, maybe they'll spot the next big thing. And beyond tickets, there's the obvious link between karaoke and, well, drinks. So Big potential there for drink sponsorships,
Yeah.
local breweries, maybe spirit brands, even non-alcoholic ones. They'd love to get in front of this kind of crowd, young, innovative, probably early adopters. It's a great fit for their marketing.
Oh, yeah, I can totally see a craft beer company sponsoring Pitch Perfect Ale Night or something.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there. The model also talks about prize money. Get local investors or brands to sponsor a prize. The winner doesn't just get bragging rights. They could literally walk away with actual seed funding for their startup. That raises the stakes, makes it way more exciting for everyone. And one more really interesting angle, live streaming. Put these nights on Twitch or TikTok. Suddenly your audience is global, and you can let viewers tip the performers in real time. So you got revenue coming in from the room and online. It turns a local bar night into something much bigger.
Wow, okay, that's actually quite comprehensive. Multiple income streams. It's not just a gimmick, it's a potential media platform. So thinking bigger picture then, beyond the local bar scene, where else could this go? What's the encore potential?
Yeah, if you zoom out, the potential goes way beyond just bars. Think corporate team building. Seriously, big companies, your Googles, your Nikes, they're always looking for fresh ways to spark creativity inside the company. Imagine them hosting internal karaoke pitch nights. Employees pitch new ideas, internal projects. But singing. It'd be fun, lower pressure, probably hilarious. Can you picture a VP trying to sing the quarterly report to? Like Bon Jovi, morale booster right there.
That would be amazing. And definitely memorable. It takes the fear factor down a notch.
Totally. And then think global. Virtual karaoke startups. With AI getting so good, maybe you could have a platform where you just feed in your pitch points, and the AI turns it into a custom song, maybe with a little avatar performing it.
Okay.
That makes it accessible to literally anyone, anywhere. No stage fright needed. And building on that, you could sell downloadable karaoke tracks specifically designed for pitching, business-themed backing music. It really opens up once you move beyond just a physical event. You hit B2B, B2C. Lots of possibilities.
That's a key point, isn't it? It shows how flexible this core idea is. It's not just for one type of person or place. Making pitches engaging, that scales. Different markets, different needs. The format itself is just the vehicle. Now, okay, let's be real. Like any really new idea, there've got to be some hurdles, some challenges. Singing in public, I mean, it's not for everyone, is it? Some people love it, sure. But a lot of folks just freeze, completely clam up at the idea, even with a great concept.
And that's exactly what the sources address. How do you deal with that stage fright issue? Because it's not about finding amazing singers. It's not American Idol for startups. The whole vibe, the atmosphere has to be tilted way more towards like comedy and community, not fierce competition. The research mentions some cool tactics, like maybe give out a most entertainingly off-key award to lower the pressure, or offer super quick, fun vocal warm-ups beforehand just to loosen people up. It's all about making it feel safe to try, safe to maybe be a bit silly, celebrating the effort, not just the perfection.
Right, making the potential awkwardness part of the fun itself. That's clever.
Yeah. And beyond the personal comfort thing, there's a practical point too. Music rights. You can't just use any karaoke track without permission, right? So you need to figure out the licensing, get partnerships in place to make sure artists get paid. It's a business detail, but a necessary one for it to be legit and sustainable. Just needs planning.
Okay, so challenges exist, definitely. Need to handle the vibe, handle the legal stuff. But the takeaway from the source material seems to be, if you lean into the humor, build that supportive community, and really embrace the creativity, then business karaoke nights could be a really strong, brandable niche. Lots of potential there. If done right, it's about hitting that sweet spot. So, wrapping up this deep dive then. Let's bring it back home. These startup karaoke nights, they're not just a laugh. They are genuinely memorable. They have clear ways to make money, multiple streams we talked about, and they could actually be, the next evolution in how we network and pitch ideas in business, taking something that's often seen as kind of dry, kind of boring, and making it electric, making it fun again.
And that leaves us with this really provocative thought right from the source. So next time someone tells you startup pitches are boring, just tell them, put it to music. It really makes you question what serious business communication has to look like, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, maybe the next billion-dollar idea won't start in some quiet boardroom. Maybe you'll start with a karaoke mic, a buzzing bar, and a ridiculously catchy chorus about, who knows, eco-friendly detergent. A chorus that gets stuck in an investor's head. What a cool thought for where things could go.